I know it's online to stop piracy, but that's basically sacrificing, the enjoyment of everyone for just one or two hackers, which may eventually crack the game anyway, right? Even when you get online, you can't start a city. I know, but it doesn't make any sense, especially, for a franchise like SimCity, a single-player game. I just invited the other guy to my region, and it's kind of nice to have, other people work in regions and help with this trading stuff and whatever, but it's completely optional. I mean, somebody else is over here now. Diego 21. I think I invited him, so that's why he's there. So yeah, I'm kind of going off on our little rant that's been said a million times, but I share their opinions. Looks like transit's my next thing. Makes sense, my city's growing. Oh, and I got money for it too. As I was kind of talking there, I got a whole bunch of money. So again, with buildings, right? Like, you don't want to build them at the edge of your city tile because you're not going to have enough room to expand them. Like, if I was to build, say, my water pumping station at the edge of this tile here, I would not have enough room to put the water, extra water tanks or pumping facilities or whatever, because even if you line them up straight next to your building, like plop one here, 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 by the time you get here, it's going to say too far away from main building, and so you can only get 4 out of 7 pumps built because of this stupid line. So a little tip is just to build any kind of expandable buildings away from the edge of your tile. So that's kind of why I have these buildings here located on the other side of the border road. I call this kind of a border road because if I was to line this industry here, it would work. So on a dirt road, this shows the maximum extent of the industry. However, if I was to fully upgrade this road, which I have the money for, right, it now shows me that I can build all the way up to the edge of the tile. So that's something else that I don't quite understand. If you want to eventually upgrade your roads, right, if you're going to start off from dirt roads and slowly upgrade them from low to medium and high density, right, you want to know what the maximum extent of the road is. Like this should really be shown even for the dirt roads. So this should be this. This should be this, because you may eventually one day upgrade, and then you're screwed because you didn't leave enough room. Yeah, it is weird, and again, it's another problem. I wouldn't say it's a minor problem, but there are definitely more major problems to be worked with. Another stupid achievement I don't care about. I think I'm just storing as much coal as I can, so I can probably export it because I'm only using, it to power my plant, which I should probably expand now because I'm very low in terms of excess power. So I built the coal power plant at the edge kind of as an example to demonstrate that, I can't really upgrade. Like, there should be a snap point here, but it says, oh no, outside of city borders. But at least the power plant is something small compared to to the water pumping stations and stuff. So I'll give this a, I guess I don't need to pause it, but I'll just plop one of these things here. And as soon as this gets working, I think it already is, I can delete this one, because this creates a heck of a lot of pollution. Also, these stupid pop-ups here, I'm not blaming any friends that I have, but they kind of pop up over here and it stops me from looking at the data layer or something. This guy's talking to me, right? No offense, but it's just something that, shouldn't be in the way of a major thing in your menu. So I think I'll stay on coal power for a while. Another thing, why does it say cannot plop on water? There's no water here. I want to plop this right here. That way it doesn't destroy this building. But there's somehow water located here. It's just being obstructed from the filter. because I don't think there's water here. Yeah, there's nothing. There's land. The avenues, yeah, the grids are slightly larger because the avenues are slightly larger, but it should only be a small difference. Again, can't plop on water. There's no water here, buddy. You're lucky I don't expand it right now. So yeah, the grid sizes you can see from other videos I did, because I did do a comparison, but you know, this line, I gotta put the guides back on. This line here should really only be slightly up, like right here, but instead it's like way out. You know, it's way out here, and that's the proper size. So again, compare. Like that is not the gap between here and here is not equal to the extra width of the avenue, which is only double the width of the street. So it should really only be a 24-meter difference. No, I have absolutely no idea. It's just stupid. Again, this stupid snap point here. I guess I'll just extend it to here for now. Oops, I don't think I'm... You know, the guides are helpful, and they definitely are needed for this. See, I can build an intersection this way, but just can't do it here. You have to modify it, so... 14 abandoned buildings. Did I have like a fire or something? Jeez. No shoppers. I think I need more people. I did have a worker shortage, so I'll definitely get some more housing now. So you basically have to make this game, you know, the game is in control of you. Simply put, like you can't really control some certain things in the game, especially with the level of control you had in previous titles. Here's another glitch I just found. Like it just kind of dug a trench in and out. And that's not gonna let me zone. It is? Okay, well, I guess it gets a conditional pass because it's still gonna be functional, but it's just, you know, that it's just not needed. Like imagine building this in real life. You're just like, oh, we're gonna pay people to dig, like, what is this, a good 10-meter trench for no obvious reasons, and then just have it come back up. Again, no train tools. Like, where's the level train tool? If there was a ditch here, you know, I could level the train or raise it or something if there were terraforming tools, or even basic tools like in Mayor mode of SimCity 4. But I'm suckered in anyway. I have the game. I wonder if this will build straight on. Oh, it does. Okay. Interesting intersection, but I'm sure it works. So I'll basically have this road kind of storm up around. One of the good things about doing a stream online is that I spend a lot of time talking, and I know you guys are definitely entertained, and during that time when I'm talking, I'm not actually, you know, spending money, so by the time I actually want to do something, I have the money for it. Yeah, that'll be a tight turn. I wish there were turning lanes too. I mean, there is room, especially in the avenues. Like this whole thing here, like you could put in a left turn lane. It would not be hard. It would not be hard to put a turn lane in. There's more room here than in the avenues in SimCity 4. But, nope. They actually put like a couple cement blocks on either side. But, you know, I'm optimistic. What? You're not going to let me build a straight road? Oh, and now you're going to let me build? I swear there were some parts of the development beta that were actually more stable than what's actually in this game here. But now that I got money, I'll basically fill up my grid. Yeah, and like the last video, or yesterday before my city was corrupted, this is going to be a grid, because it just, the tile itself to me has a grid quality. Oh, here's an excellent way to demonstrate. These grid lines here. This is where your grid should be, this is where your road should be, and this is where it wants you to place it because there's only a street here. Like that should actually just be moved over just a bit, like in the middle here. But, you know, that's not 24 meters, that's at least 48. If not more. Probably 72. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit wider. Yeah, you could also put in bike lanes. I mean, maybe not in the streetcar avenue, because there the road is actually filled up, but, you know, the sidewalk's nice and wide, and you can make the lanes kind of come in a little bit closer to the middle. You'll still have room for a center lane. Like, this lane is still wider, you know, the center lane here is still wider than the others, but it's completely unusable space. So you could basically make this come in a little bit closer and have a center lane for turning, and have bike lanes at the side. This game is so simulated that it has a personality and tantrums. Are you saying that personality is me while I'm talking over the game? I'm not really having a tantrum, I'm just, I guess, opinionated. But as a long-time SimCity player, you know, that's what I want to do. Too close to existing intersections. Again, no, it's not. You see intersections closer than this in real life all the time. But since it's near the coast, I'm sure I can play around with it to get, you know, it more uniformly shaped, so it's not a complete grid. Maybe I'll have like a more of a unique pattern here, with the rest kind of gritty. There's no room here for an avenue, but maybe I can slip a street through. No, not quite. Like, it looks like there's room. Like, is it just me? Oh, because the line's here. Like, why is this extra space here of this building? This building should really end here at the edge, and then maybe a little bit more for these garages. But making this little bit of empty space here unusable for other things, stupid. No, I'm sorry if that's loud. I can turn down the game effects. I was told to turn down the music, so I'll turn down the gameplay effects, but it gets kind of loud. It isn't mine, but if I zoom in the city, it's going to get kind of loud. It's louder on my end too, but that's just kind of the simulation saying, oh, you're at the ground level, we'll make the noise kind of more prominent. Also kind of cool, if you zoom out, you get like a whole orchestra playing, like it's now playing in the music. You get like a violin and stuff. I think I heard a bongo or two. But if you zoom in, it's gone. Or at least it will be in the next sync. Almost looks like I have a fire here, but that's just the sunrise. Or sunset. It's sunset. Sunset. I don't even know which way I'm looking here. Oh yeah, bus. I was doing bus a little while ago before I was talking, but I think I have room here at the edge of the city for buses.